All right, we're on lesson 4.2, activity 4.2, guessing on tests. Mr. Garcia, your history teacher, is giving a 5-question multiple choice test. Each question has 4 possible answers. How many questions can you expect to get correct simply by guessing? Estimate the number of questions you expect to get correct by guessing. About 1. Depends how much I don't know. Well, I guess, if I'm just guessing, about 1, maybe 2. Okay. One model that you could use to simulate this problem situation is a spinner divided into 4 sections that are the same size. It's incorrect, 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 incorrect. All right. According to the spinner shown, what is the probability of correctly guessing the answer to one question? 1 out of 4, or 25 hundredths, or 25%. Okay. Of course, if you know the answer, you don't have to guess. This is just an experiment, and you should probably study so that you don't have to guess. And I reminded myself that I'm just guessing here. Okay. Describe one trial of the experiment. If you want to simulate guessing on every question of the test. All right. So one trial would be, it's a 5-question test. So one trial would be spinning the spinner 5 times. That's like me taking one test. Okay. Will one trial provide a good estimate of how many questions you should expect to get correct? Explain your reasoning. No, it's been the major thing here. No, I will need a large number of trials to get a good estimate of the experimental probability. Okay. More trials, the better off you're going to be. It gets closer to this ability. And so we would see what that would probably be. All right. So for this experiment, for this simulation, we have a spinner app that's set up, and there are 4 choices here. One of them's correct. The other ones are wrong. Then I'm going to spin it 5 times I'm going to do 5 times at a time, so it's a 5-question test. And so then we're going to use this to do a whole bunch of trials. And I'm going to just minimize that because we don't need to see a spinner not really going around. All right. And so if we get started with this and we spin, skip to the end, and so it gives me my first result, which would be a nice number of 3 correct. All right. Then we're going to keep going. Let's see here. Reset, spin, skip to the end. And the second trial, 1 correct. Okay. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 3 correct. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 0 correct. And we're just going to oops. Oh, Don't want to count that. Need to spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 0. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 2. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 3. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 2. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset. Spin, skip to the end. 2. Reset, spin, skip to the end. 1. Reset. Whew. Getting there, aren't we? Ooh. What I noticed here, we did that 50 times and never did we get 4 or 5 correct. Never, never, never. All right. And so now we have to go on, and then it says graph your results on the dot plot. Okay. So got to kind of count these up here. And so for the 3s, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times there was a 3. Okay. No 4s, no 5s. 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 2s. Okay, ones. Twelve, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 ones. Then zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My sister's dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Holy cow. So if I take a look at that from my simulation, I think it's easy to see. I would expect to get one question correct. All right. Definitely not 4 or 5. And so one question is what occurred the most often. Do you think that guessing on a 5-question multiple choice test will result in a good grade on the test? No. 3 out of 5 is 60%, which should be a D, is typically a D. 2 out of 5 is 40%. 1 out of 5 is 20%. And 0 out of 5 is 0%. And all of those are Fs. And so I would assume that if I guessed, and look at that, there are only 4 times that I might have gotten a D out of 50 tests where I just guessed. And so guessing seems to be a very bad idea. That should be the end of activity 4.2.